Welcome back, Thousand Life fam. If you're new here, my name's Janaea, and welcome to Live a Thousand Lives, or the Thousand Life fam. Today we're doing something so exciting, you guys. I'm so excited. So today is the April TBR game, Uno Picks My TBR, along with the magical Read-a-thon TBR. Let me explain a few things. So, the O.W.L.s magical readathon. If you don't know anything about it, please check the description box below. I will have all of the information down there for G at O.W.L.s channel and her announcement video and everything that you will need to know about the O.W.L.s. So, this is my third year participating in the O.W.L.s, and I am super excited. Let me get our fancy dancy letter. Okay, so this is the letter that we got from Hogwarts that says that we are invited to the O.W.L.s exam, and here that is if you want to pause and read it. I will also leave this down below. So that's very, very exciting. We also have a list of prompts for each class. Let me get that now. Okay, so this is the prompt list that we will have for the all the prompts on the magical readathon. And again, that will be listed down below for you. So, very handy. Now, I had a lot of trouble figuring out what career I wanted to do. So, I have it narrowed down to 2 careers that I want to do. Let me show you the first one. Are you ready? The first one is a orologist, and I'm interested in this because I can see the auras surrounding people sometimes in real life, so I thought it would be interesting to actually do. So the 3 classes that I would need for that is astronomy, divination, and history of magic. So give you a little preview in case you want to read it. And the next class that I'm interested in is magic zoologist. And for that I need care of magical creatures, charms, herbology, and potions. Now, there are a couple extra things that I wouldn't mind participating in for magic zoologist, which is part of the reason that is, and that would be the mer people, linguistics, or the legal defense of fantastic beasts seminar. So I have to figure all that out. But I could not decide between them, so I decided to pick 12 books, 1 for each prompt. Your girl is crazy, I know. I know. It is the 29th of March right now, and I don't know if I'll be able to finish all of my books for March, so I will insert a clip of me putting the money in the jar of the ones that I don't finish, before I post this video, obviously. So I will insert that clip now and tell you what I have read and what I had to put in the jar. Okay, so it is time for me to tell you what I have finished or not finished in the month of March. So let me show you my stack. So these were all the books that I was supposed to read in March. I didn't do too bad. So let me show you. I have put aside the Nightingale for now. With everything going on, it was just too close to home. So I've DNF'd this for now. I finished and loved The Disasters by M.K. England. I finished The Binding by Bridget Collins. I did not complete Do Not Disturb by A.R. Torr. I did not complete Wayward by Blake Crouch. Didn't even start them. And I did not complete West by Edith Patu. So, yay me. That's $3 that go into my jar. So let's put that in the jar. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so let's see what I got for the month of April. Let's see how Uno treated me this month. Now, let's get on to the Uno Chooses My TBR Magical Readathon Edition game. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, this is lovely. So a red one is published more than 10 years ago. A yellow one is an adult read. A yellow 4 is Rita Harlan Coben, which I need to do. A yellow 9 is a contemporary. And now I have to flip to the dark side, which means I have to start all over. An orange 4 is a fantasy. I like that. We can work with that. But now I have to skip all cards' previous actions. So I have to start all over. A 7 orange is reread a book or a series you don't like. Gotta love that one. An orange 5 is read a book in a day. A teal 5 is a second chance author. What is going on? Oh my. Okay. We're going to use this card to skip all the previous card's actions. And then we're going to go back over to the light side. So we're gonna change the color. It'll be a wild, so a book of my choice. So that's nice. The first card that I was able to actually use, it was the Wild on the light side. For that, it is a book of my choice. So for this, I went with The Wedding Date by Jasmine Gilroy. There's hearts on the cover, so I use this for Ancient Runes, which I'm a little nervous about. I'm not a big contemporary person, so I'm a little nervous, but it was the only book I could find that I hadn't read with hearts on the cover on my TBR. So hopefully this is good. I've heard mixed things, but it shouldn't be too hard to get through, I don't think. So this is for Ancient Runes, which is a book with heart in the title or a heart on the cover. I think we're gonna go Red 2, which is a romance. And then I have to draw, because I don't have a 2. Next card that I played was a and for that it was a romance, and for this I'm reading an arc I am super excited to read. It comes out June 2020, so I'm glad I get a chance to read it, and that is One to Watch by Kate Stayman London. This is about a plus size main character who goes on a reality dating show. Sounds super good. I feel like it's gonna touch me in all the feels because I'm a plus size girl. This is a plus size main character, so hopefully it's good. This I went with for the class Muggle Studies, which was to read a book from a Muggle's point of view, and she's non-magical, so it counts. So I'm super excited to get to this one, and I will review it and let you guys know what I think. Okay, so I think we're gonna do a +2 wild, which means I get to swap any 2 prompts for any 2 of my choice. So that's exciting. Okay, so the next card that I was able to play is a +2 on the light side. And for that, that just means I get to swap out any 2 prompts that I want. However, I didn't draw enough cards. I only drew 11, so I just put in a prompt for one. But the swap will come later. So I will let you know when that happens. And I think the color I'm gonna go with is, yellow. This yellow 3, because that's cat pick, and that's adorable. And the next card that I was able to play was a okay, so these are the books. Mobile's gonna try to pick one.
Mobile, pick a book! Wait, who's it at?
Oh.
The Queen's Assassin.
Okay. Wasn't he just adorable? He's finally getting it, you guys. If you didn't see the last time he had to pick, it was a nightmare. But he did a good job this time. And for this book, he chose The Queen's Assassin by Melissa De La Cruz, which I received from the Beacon book box. And let me tell you, I loved that box, by the way. So I'm very excited to read this. I believe, so this is about a girl who wants to become the Queen's Assassin. And so she's been training for it. I haven't heard too many people talk about this, so I'm not sure if it's just too new or what, but I'm excited to read this. I think it sounds really good, and the cover is stunning. So for that, I am putting this as my charms for the magical readathon, which is Lumos Maximum, a book with white cover, or a mostly white cover, and this definitely qualifies. So that is what I'm reading for that. And the next one will be a green 3, and that's a dystopian. The next card that I played was a green 3, which was a dystopian. And for that, I am continuing a series that is a dystopian series, and that is High Voltage by Karen Marie Moaning. I am so excited to continue this series. The last one left off on such a cliffhanger that I'm not sure what's going to happen in this one. So, which is what I love about her books in this series particular, is that like, you just never know what's going to happen. This book is, I put for Defense Against the Dark Arts, which is a book by the sea or the coast, which Ireland is an island and it's surrounded by sea and coast. So, counts. Okay, next one we'll choose is an 8 green, which is my TBR bag. The next card that I played was a green 8. And for that, it was my TBR bag. Now, I have already picked, I did a clip of that, so I will insert that here. So, green 8 is TBR bag, so I gotta pick from this bag again. I think I've gotten this one like the last 3 times.
So what you do now? Orange.
This one. Oh shit. Was O.W.L.s. And that's this book by Dean Koontz. As you saw, I pulled out O.W.L.s by Dean Koontz. Now, I'm a little nervous about this. I thought this was some paranormal thing, and it might be. But for some reason I was thinking it was going to be like horror or something. But it says every gift has a price. So we will see. This is the first in his Odd series. So I think I have the first 3. So I'm excited, but I am very, very nervous about this one. And O.W.L.s is going for my arithmetic class, which is to read something outside of my favorite genre, which definitely this would be it. My favorite genre is fantasy, and so this is definitely outside of my favorite genre. And then we're gonna go 8 blue, which is a paranormal. The next card that I played was a blue 8, and for that it was a paranormal book. I'm going with Black Magic graphic novel. This is volume 1. It's all in black and white, which I think is super interesting. But this is about a cop or a detective who is also a witch. And so I am interested to see how this plays out. I'm reading this one for Potions class, which is to read a book under 150 pages. Then we're gonna go a blue 1, which is an ebook, but I'm going to skip that card's actions because I haven't been into ebooks lately. And then I'm going to use the +1, which is to add a pass if I don't complete all the books. The next card I played was a +1 card, which means that I get to pass on putting money into the jar for next month. So, speaking of that, I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but your girl forgot. I am only going to hold myself to reading 5 because both of the careers that I want are either 3 or 5. So it'll still be like normal where I drew 5 and I have to put in, for whatever I don't finish. So that being said, with that, I would only have to put in $1 for 4 instead of 5. So, but I just wanted you to know I'm not counting all 12 for that punishment, because that'd be crazy. Now I have to draw. A blue 4 is a beautiful cover. The next card that I played was a blue 4, which is a beautiful cover. And for this, I am so excited. I just received this ARC from a Goodreads giveaway. This comes out June 2020. So both the ARCs I'm reading come out in June, which is cool. And that is Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angeles. Anyway, I love this cover. It is stunning. Like, so pretty, right? Not sure what this is about. It says Moulin Rouge meets Phantom of the Opera. So I'm excited to read this one. For this, I am reading it for astronomy, which is to read a book, the majority of this book at night. So astronomy is to read the majority of your book at night, and that is what I'm going to do with this one. Put that one there. Oh. A blue 2 is highest rated on Goodreads from my TBR shelf. The next card that I played was a blue 2 was the highest rated on Goodreads. However, I'm going to use my +2 swap to swap out this prompt and instead use a yellow 7, which is to finish a book from the previous month. And for that, I am going for West by Edith Patu. I didn't even get a chance to really start this. I'm very sad about it. Anyway, this is a big book. I'm a little nervous about it. I am really excited. This will still follow Rose and the White Bear. I'm not sure what the snake is for, so hopefully we'll figure that out. For the class I am reading this for, it's for Transfiguration, which is a book about shapeshifters, or that has shape-shifting in it, and this sure does. So when people can turn into animals and stuff, you know. Oh, my camera battery is flashing, so I need to hurry. A blue 5 is a young adult. Got a lot of blues this time. And the next card that I played was a blue 5, which was a young adult. And I don't have the book of this, but I'm going to be listening to this on audio, and that is Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. Muse of Nightmares will be for my herbology prompt, which is to read a book that starts with M. So, Muse of Nightmares starts with M. And I think I'm going to use this, but not use the +2 since I already used one of those. And I'm gonna go with red and choose a red 3, which is Sun Pick. The next card I was able to play was a red 3, which is Sun Pick. So I'm going to input the clip here of what my son chose. Okay, so for red 3, it was Sun Pick, and Kaden here is going to pick the book for me. Why don't you say hello?
So.
And what book do you want Mommy to read?
This Harry Potter book.
The Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone Illustrated Edition is what Kaden has chosen. Thank you, Kaden, for choosing such a great book.
My book
for me to read. So as you saw, my son chose the Harry Potter Illustrated Edition of the Sorcerer's Stone. I am so excited. Look at this. These are beautiful. I am very, very excited. He wants me to read this to him, so it'll probably be like a mother-son bonding experience. But I'm very excited to read this. And for the class that one more. We're going to do a yellow 3 again, which is Cat Pick. And we landed on the light side on a yellow 3. So we'll be on the light side next time. my camera battery died. And the next card that I was able to play was a yellow 3, which again was cat pick. So I will insert a clip here. Okay, Mobile has to pick again. Oh, we're reading No Second Chance. So my cat chose No Second Chance by Harlan Coben. This I am butter reading with my daughter Karina. She is also participating in the O.W.L.s, so please check her channel out in the description box below. This is for divination, which divination was pick a random number generator and put some books in a number and pick. So what I did was I numbered the books and then I had my cat pick, which is random, so it works. I tweaked it a little. This is about a man who wakes up in the ICU and finds out his wife has been murdered and his baby daughter has been kidnapped. And that's pretty much all I know about it. Now, this last book, I used the second prompt from my swap 2 prompts because I forgot to draw another book, another card. So I just added this. And for that, I picked mythology. I am going to be reading Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan for that. I'll probably listen to it on audio. I love the audiobooks for this series. So good. The prompt that this goes for is for Care of Magical Creatures, which is a beak on the cover, and this stone statue has a beak. So, going with Titan's Curse. So that is my Uno Picks My TBR Owls edition. Sorry about this horrible lighting. My camera died and I really wanted to get this up and going, so hopefully this isn't too awful. I can tell the glare is awful, but what are you gonna do? So please leave me what you are reading in the comments below. Chat to me. All my social media links are in the description box below, as well as my Amazon wish list if you would like to send me anything, but please, you do not have to. And if you want to do a buddy read with me, please reach out to me. I would love to do more buddy reads. I feel like it might keep me on track and help me to read more. So if you're looking for someone to do buddy reads, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Remember guys, a reader lives 1,000 lives, and so can you. So keep on reading. See you in the next one, guys. Bye!